Hi and welcome back to my playthrough of Arkham Horror, the 3rd edition. Sorry for my long absence, but I was recovering from a cold and hopefully I'm getting better so I can be able to finish my playthrough here soon. I think arrow-wise I actually should be good, at least I haven't seen anything. Not during editing, or hopefully I haven't forgotten since then. But yeah, let's dive right into the playthrough. I think the first thing that we have to do is take care of those doom tokens here. Marie Lambeau is up here, delayed, but I think she has 3 actions, so she should still be able to recover. And down here we still have this nightmarish fiend with us. He's really a beast, and there's also Doom next to it, so it's really not looking good here, and I really have to do something about Calvin. He gave away some of his horror tokens to Agnes Baker because of his special ability, but still we have to get rid of this beast here. So I think again I want to start with Calvin. Yeah, that's a good idea. I really have to see if he will be able to evade this nightmarish fiend down there. Yeah, let's do that. So he will roll 2, what is it, observation dice, -1 here. Yes, that's good enough. Awesome, great job. So he exhausts this nightmarish fiend, and I think, yeah, with the second action let's totally try to attack it. He will roll 4 dice here. He gets 2 dice because of his spirit dagger, and he has to lose 1 because of the nightmarish fiend. That's 5 dice, not too bad. So let's see what we get. Those are 2 hits. That's actually not a bad start. I think once more I will use the voice of a messenger. So again, he will take 1 sanity hit, 1 horror hit. He has to take it on his own, but I think it's still worth it to reroll those 3 failed dice here. And awesome! Wow, that's so amazing. Great job. So we were able to get rid of this nightmarish fiend, and as well he gets 1 of those remnant tokens. Awesome job. Okay, I think next I want to continue with Agnes. She will move down here to the Historical Society. She will not go after this Doom here. Instead she wants to do a research action. So she will roll 3 dice if I'm not mistaken. It's again another observation test. Let me quickly check. Already quite some time that has passed. Yes, it's an observation test. She will roll 3 dice. And yes, that's good enough. She only has 1 clue on her card, which she can put onto the scenario sheet, and we need 1 more to go. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's the thing. Fresh Meat clearly says when there are 3 or more clues on the scenario sheet, discard all clues on the scenario sheet and flip this card. Okay, we need 1 more to go. So last but not least, we have Marie Lambeau. With her first action, she will stand up, and I think this is really different to Eldritch Horror, because normally you really forfeit all your actions. Here you simply lose 1 action and then you're no longer delayed. With her next action, she has to move. So she needs 1, 2, 3 steps, which means she has to spend an extra $1 in order to move here to the Black Cave. And with her final action, yes, she will do a ward action apparently, which means she will roll 3 dice for her law. Yeah, that's the case. And oof, only 1. She's not blessed in any way. No, she cannot use her intervene ability. Also crap. So yeah, but at least we were able to get rid of 1 of those. Maybe this is already helpful. And yes, I think it actually is. I think this is helpful. Now she will use her Smoky Velvet ability, which means that Agnes will also do the ward action now. So she will roll 5 dice in total, and yeah, I think that's definitely important. Yes, those are 2. Awesome. So she were able to remove both of them, and because there were 2 or more, she also gets another remnant. Sweet. So right now she's at 3 of those remnant tokens, and the good thing is that she's at the Historical Society here, and there's a good chance that she can trade in those remnants for something helpful, like an ally, for example. Let's do the monster phase. The Flesh Eater will move towards Calvin Wright. He has the highest strength, so he will move 1, 2 spaces here. I get to choose. Then we have the Ghoul Priest, and he's a lurker, which simply means that each investigator suffers 1 damage. I think this is still okay if I'm not mistaken. Yep, everyone can soak that up. Only problem that Calvin has is in respect to horror hits, so there's really something I have to do about it. But apart from that, the others are doing okay. Then we come to the encounter phase, and why not start with Marie Lambeau again? Yeah, we have the Black Cave here. So let's see, we have to draw from the Rivertown deck, and it's a standard encounter. The stone tablets are too heavy to move. You'll have to read them here. You gain 1 spell. Oh, awesome. Let's take that spell first. And here we found the Flesh Wound. Once per round, if you don't have it would suffer damage, you may cast Lore. Okay, that's pretty much the same spell as Agnes Baker, but now I have 2 characters who can do that. I think that's pretty useful, but we are not done yet with our encounter. It says the tide is coming in and the water laps at your ankles. Okay, we have to do a will test. So let's see how we're doing. And yes, that's absolutely successful. If you pass, you hold your breath and swim out of the cave. Okay, nothing bad is happening at least. Then let's do Agnes Baker's ability. We're here in Southside, so there are no clues whatsoever, so it will definitely be not an event encounter. Another guest of the society is fascinated by one of the displays describing Arking's witch trials. Okay, let's do an influence test. She will roll only 2 dice here. Awesome, that's success. If you pass, you strike up a friendly conversation and discover you share a cause. You gain 1 ally. Awesome, that's so cool, because allies can also soak up some damage. Who do we get here? Arthur Johnson, the consultant. Once per round, you may reroll 1 die while you're solving a test. And he can soak up 3 and 3. That's so great. Awesome. This was a great encounter. We didn't really make progress in respect to our scenario, but yeah, he's really helpful. And last but not least, we have Calvin Wright, who's also at the Historical Society. As you explore the library, you find the genealogical records of your own family. You may spend 1 remnant to compare the documents to your findings. I will. Absolutely. I will spend those remnant, or this remnant. If you do, you trace your lineage to the Marsh family of Innsmouth. You suffer 1 direct horror and gain the Innsmouth look. Oh man, this was bad. So bad. Okay, we gain 1 direct horror, and direct means you cannot give it to 1 ally, and now we have to search through the Innsmouth look, and he's almost insane. He needs 1 more and then he will go down. Oh man, this was a terrible encounter. But let's see first what this Innsmouth look actually is. It's a talent. Okay, when you spend a focus to reroll a die, you may spend instead reroll dice up to the amount of horror you have suffered. Okay, that's a lot for him actually. And during a reckoning, you suffer 1 horror unless you spend 1 focus. Oh man, luckily I still have 1 focus with me. So when I draw this next time, this reckoning, it will come up. I think we haven't drawn it yet. He would pretty much go insane. Oh wow, that's one of those interesting talents. Okay, I think those were all of our encounters. Let's do those Mythos tokens. First one, and that's another Doom. Let's see where it goes. It's Rivertown, and it's the graveyard. So right now we are still doing okay, but I have to do something about it. I have to move in here. There's no doubt about it. And here is the second token, and it's a headline. Oh, and it's a rumor. Astronomers chuffed as stars align. 1,000 years in the making. Stars, planets in unique configuration. No cause for alarm, authorities say. The authorities say. Add this card to the codex and discard all other rumor headlines. There aren't any. During a reckoning, each investigator tests will. Each investigator who fails places 1 doom in their space. Then any investigator may spend 1 clue to discard this card. We don't have any clues. Are you kidding me? And this reckoning will come up any minute now. Are you kidding me? Oh man. Okay, yeah, we have to live with that. That's terrible. And right now there are only 2 of those left. Let's see what comes first. It's the last headline, so let's see what we get. Unfortunately, it's not another rumor. Unscheduled parade shuts down Main Street. Revelers wearing fanciful costumes. Silver Twilight Lodge blamed. Of course, who else? Sinister music unrelated, sources say. As a headline, you suffer 1 horror for each monster in your neighborhood. That's 1. Yeah, that's only 1. Pretty much the flesh Eater in, where is it, mass boarding house. Then we have to draw the last one, which is the Reckoning. I get to choose in which order I want to do that. I want to start with Calvin Wright and his Until End of Time. So we will remove 2 of those wounds, because next we have to, or we can deal with the Innsmouth look. And I think, no, let's spend that clue. I still have it, why not? So not clue, that focus here. Let's spend it. I think that's fair. Let's not spend any more horror. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's do the easy one next. That's the place 1 doom on the sheet for Umordhoth. And we have our rumor with us, which says that each investigator now has to test his will. Yeah, let's start with our, wherever we are. Let's start with Calvin first. He only has a will of 1. No, that's not good enough, so we will place 1 doom. I think he will not use his voice of the messenger. I think he already did. No, he already did this round. Then it's Agnes, so let's do her. She has 3 dice down in Historical Society. That's good. Nothing bad will happen there. And last but not least, we have Marie Lambeau up there at the Plague Cave. She will roll 2 dice. She's fine. Awesome. Now we could spend 1 clue in order to get rid of that rumor, though it's much easier getting rid of rumors than it is in Eldritch Horror, but still we are lacking the clue token, so we cannot spend it, so this will stay as it is. Unfortunately, now we have to put in all those tokens back to the Mythos Cup and do it all over again, so there is a chance we will do that Reckoning right again. Okay, over to Marie. Here's her first token. That's another headline. Miskatonic Museum Mystery. Item stolen from Ware exhibit. Police stumped. Crazed curators calls curious cursed. By A. Wong. Headline. Test will and resolve the effect based on your test result. And I believe this could be a good one. She will only roll 2 dice if I'm not mistaken. And I already saw that 0 would be bad. But I think I don't have any rerolls whatsoever. And no, she's failing. Can I do something? I don't have any rerolls. Are you kidding me? Okay, no, she gets cursed. How cool is that? But in this game it's not that bad, because as soon as you pass a test with the curse condition, you can remove it. And I noticed something. I forgot the Dark Pact of Calvin Wright. So before I resolve the second token for Marie Lambeau, I will roll for the Dark Pact. Of course, she's still cursed, so I think a 1. Again, we have used the voice of the messenger this round, so I can again, awfully close, but we are good. Then let's draw the second token, and it's another monster. How beautiful. And here we have a creeping ghoul. He will spawn at the unstable space, which is currently the graveyard. That's not good news. He will move toward the unstable space and engage the highest lore character. Okay, that's fine. What does he have? 3 minus 1, and wow, he does inflict a lot of damage actually. So actually I was thinking of sending someone over here to the graveyard in order to get rid of that ghoul priest, but now I'm not so sure anymore. Because yeah, this is now really double challenging, to be honest. He's beatable, don't get me wrong, but still, do I want to get there as soon as possible? And I think he will not move because he's already at the unstable space. But of course this will change sooner or later. Okay, let's do 1 more round. We will start with Marie Lambeau, and she will start with a ward action. So let's do that. She will roll 3 dice for her lore. Let's see. Oh, wow. That's an epic fail. Nevertheless, she will use her Smoky Velvet ability. So let's have Agnes do the same. She will roll 5 dice and only 1 success. Are you kidding me? Okay, but this is good enough. We can remove this doom. Marie still has 2 more actions left. And I really should have focused with her first. What was I thinking? And she's cursed anyway. Also nearly forgot that, but I think let's have her do her focus action now anyway. And I think let's go for Will, because we still have that ugly rumor out there. So I think Will could help her actually, maybe more than the lore right now. And maybe I should move her away now in order to go for another clue up there, because someone else could go here and she's not the best at doing the ward action anyway. Yeah, so let's have her move 1, 2, 3 spaces, so she will still have to spend yet another dollar, but she's perfectly fine. And maybe up there she could be able to get some more useful items with her dollars. Okay, those were her 3 actions, and this is now a risk, but I think I will do it anyway. Calvin will move up here to the Flesh Eater, because again I want to get rid of those monsters. They shouldn't be too many on the board. So he will get engaged, and this beast has 2 health and pretty much doesn't subtract any dice. So he will roll 5 dice now. Remember, he got rid of his focus token for strength, but yeah, let's see what he gets. And I think I cannot afford to give him another horror, I am afraid. But that's actually good enough. Awesome stuff. He gets yet another remnant from this Flesh Eater. How cool is that? So yeah, I think this was really, really helpful. Awesome. And last but not least, it's Agnes. And she has to go for a resource action, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think I have to. So she will get $1 and she will spend this dollar right away, because I want to move her up here to either Rivertown or here to Uptown. But I think Rivertown would be the better deal because of those Doom tokens up there. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Into the general store again. She's out of money, so I'm not sure if she can do anything useful up there, but maybe she will draw the event card there. Okay, those were all of our actions. We have the monsters next. I believe this creeping ghoul stays where he is, because this is still our, yeah, it's still the unstable space. The ghoul priest will inflict 1 hit each. I think I'm fine for Agnes, and I'm also fine for Calvin, right? Yeah, he will assign this token to his until end of time ability, and I think Agnes will give this wound to Arthur Johnson here. I'm not so sure if Marie Lambeau should take it, so I think in this case let's have Agnes use her Flesh Ward ability. She will not take the damage. She will spend 1 of her 3 remnants, which is quite a lot actually, and she can take, you get +2. Yeah, I just spent a remnant actually, so I get a +2, and I think I keep forgetting this actually. So I'm at 7 dice if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let's simply roll some dice here, so that's good enough. Doesn't matter, Marie Lambeau doesn't suffer any hits whatsoever. That's pretty useful actually. I really have to remember her special ability here. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. And those were all of our monsters. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's start with Agnes here at the encounter phase in the general store. And yes, we do have an event there. David Schaffner says that the expedition into the caves ordered a lot of equipment that they didn't pick up. You may buy 1 common item from the display for half price rounded up. Ah, that's crap. Okay, I'm out of money. If you do, oh come on. He outlines what the expedition hoped to accomplish. You gain 1 clue from the neighborhood. I don't have any money whatsoever. Oh, this is really disappointing. Are you serious? That's bad. Yeah, I cannot spend any money, unfortunately. I really have to trade at some point in time. Oh, that's so crap, because with 1 I could have bought something. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Okay, I will put this back into the deck of Rivertown neighborhood, and then I want to continue with Marie Lambeau up there in Independence Square. That's downtown if I'm not mistaken. So what do we have here? A rag and bone man pushes his cart across the square. Make a will test. And yeah, I upgraded her will, but keep in mind she's still cursed, so she will roll 3 dice, but we're looking for a 6 in this case. And wow, that's so awesome. There you go, curse. That was really, wow, that was great. You didn't even have to spend her focus. If you pass, you chat for a moment and he gives you a token of appreciation. You gain 1 common item. 1 common item, wow. And it's either the leather coat, which is actually pretty good, or the rabbit's foot, because she doesn't have any re-rolls. And rerolls are always useful, but this leather coat is also cool. But right now she doesn't really evade a lot, but she could evade then. And I think it's a more expensive item. So yeah, let's go for the leather coat for her. Let's draw a new item. What do we get? The painkillers. Yeah, it can pretty much soak up 2 damage. Not too bad. And then last but not least, we have him down here at the Mars boarding house now. So that's the south side again. And he's at the Mars boarding house. One of the guests introduces himself as Sawbones and explains that he was a medic during the Great War. After a rambling story about the horrors he saw there, he offers to help you if you will just buy him a little something to keep his hand steady. You may spend $1 for you or an ally to recover 3 health. Ooh, 3 health. If it would be 3 horrors, I would totally go for it. But I think 3 health? No, I think not. He only has $1 and I think I'd rather keep it for any encounters or maybe for traveling later on. This was a pretty lame encounter phase, to be honest. Not really great. Of course, Marie Lambeau was able to get a cool item, but that's about it. So let's go into the Mythos phase. Again, we start with Calvin and we spawn another clue. This could be helpful, and by the color I think it goes to Rivertown again. So I think there are now a lot of clues. So let me place a token there. So there are 2 clues in that neighborhood now. So there's a good chance that something will show up anytime soon. Of course, we are not done yet. Second one, that's another doom. And this can go south now. So let's see where it goes. It goes to the south side. And that's Mars boarding house. This could be a problem because this ghoul, yeah, he does 1 damage. So he will move down here. And actually, I was thinking, why didn't they put some tokens for those unstable spaces in the box? You know, it's on the card, and maybe card is easier than really tokens. But to be honest, to really see it, what's going on the board, it wouldn't really cost them much to put some more tokens down here. Actually, maybe there are some tokens, but actually I don't think there are. Anyway, I have to remember that this is now the unstable space, but those were all the Mythos tokens for Calvin. So let's do the same for Agnes, and yet another monster. Here we have a corpse taker, an aberration, spawn at the most doom, which is again the, what is it, the graveyard. He's also a lurker. He will move 1 doom from this space to the scenario sheet. Okay, wow, this is tough. And he's also an elite monster. Okay, I'm done. Oh shoot. Okay, yeah, let's spawn it accordingly. And this is now really getting ugly. Oh man, he's doing damage. He will move doom from this thing to the scenario sheet right away. This guy, okay, he will move out now, or yeah, he will move out there. Oof, tough. Of course, we are not done yet. Let's go for another. That's a blank. I buy that. And then we have Marie Lambeau. Another blank. Awesome. And another blank. Okay, next round will be terrible with Mythos token, it seems, but at least this time, or this round, we got them room to breathe. Okay, those were all of our things for the second round in this video, and I think I will call it for today. I really have to do something about this space here. This is, oh, I have no clue. I really need a ranged weapon of some sort in order to shoot in there or so and lure this guy. Or this guy will come out sooner or later, but then this guy is in danger. Well, really tough situation, at least for him. I think overall that's okay still. So there are a lot of clues out there on the board. There is a good chance we will get 1 or 2 of those anytime soon. But still, this space really seems very dangerous. Okay, I really hope you are still enjoying my little playthrough of Arkham Horror, the 3rd edition. Hope to see you soon in one of my other videos. And yeah, until then, bye bye.